Well, it is an election year, folks, and every election year, every 2 years, we get a number of people retiring from their positions in Congress. But this year is actually poised to break the record with so far 15 Republicans this year, which does not include Kevin McCarthy retiring at the end of last year. 15 Republicans this year have announced, we're done. And according to new reports, a lot of the reason these lawmakers, including 5 Republican committee chairs, so we're talking about people with power, they're sick and tired of their own Republican colleagues, specifically Matt frickin' Gaetz. Here is what Kevin McCarthy, who of course is now just Citizen McCarthy, had to say. He said, "It's unfortunate because you think of brain trust you're losing. Now, I blame a lot of that on the Crazy Eight, led by Matt Gaetz. They want to make this place dysfunctional to try to wear people out." That is what McCarthy said this week. Now, Gaetz did respond to that, and he said, I wear out politicians? Maybe so. It sure beats selling out the American people, which McCarthy did until I removed him. Now, there's some quotes from other lawmakers that do kind of hint at, yeah, Matt Gaetz is a big part of the reason. But, Matt, let me go ahead and just calm you down for a real quick minute here, bud. Matt, you've never accomplished anything. Your entire career, you've done literally nothing, okay? So how about you stop acting like the big badass and understand the fact that you are a complete and total failure? And I say that as somebody that has watched your entire congressional career because I live in your district. The very first thing you did upon being sworn into Congress was introduce a piece of legislation to literally abolish the Environmental Protection Agency. And you did that as a guy representing a district that is dependent upon environmental tourism. So you wanted to tank your own district's economy by getting rid of the EPA, which would trash our environment down here. And ever since then, which by the way, that didn't pass, you've put forward other pieces of legislation that didn't pass. You've talked a big game about banning congressional stock trades, but guess what? You didn't do it. You haven't really moved forward on it. You just talk about it because you've got your money, right? So you just kind of want to be a champion for the little guy, even though you're definitely not a little guy. You're not one of them. You're pretending to be, but you're damn sure not. But you have accomplished nothing, yet you have this arrogance about you as if you have accomplished everything. You've done nothing. You are a failure, Matt. That should be your campaign slogan. It didn't pass. So anyway, as I said, you've got these other Republican lawmakers, the ones that are retiring, others that are considering retiring. Here are some statements they made. If we are not successful in doing our work here and we wind up in the minority, who wants to finish out your career here in the minority? That is from House Science, Space, and Technology Committee Chair Frank Lucas, who is considering retiring. Then you have this also from Lucas, who said, it's a combination of all those things. It's not one particular issue. And if you want to throw on top of that just the nasty, shrill nature of the legislative process these days, this is kind of an unpleasant town, an unpleasant process. It kind of seems like he's talking, there's some nasty folks in here. Possibly Matt Gaetz. Then you have Mike Quigley, who says, I've been here for 15 years. The most common line I hear from people now, my colleagues, is, quote, we can't get anything done, and I hate being here. That's the most common refrain. So it's a recipe for people leaving. I hate being here, is what Republicans are telling each other. I hate it. This place sucks. We can't get anything done. And a big reason why you can't get anything done is because of people like Matt Gaetz. Not only has Matt Gaetz been unsuccessful with his own legislation, he's also been successful in not allowing other pieces of legislation to pass. So not only are you not getting your bills done, but you're refusing to let other people get their bills done. So not only are you yourself a failure, but you're causing, just by your presence being there, other failures. And those failures lead to chaos, lead to anger, lead to everybody hating you. Which for the record isn't going to bode well for you when that ethics committee finally releases their report on what you've done before and during your time in Congress. So yeah, you may think you're the big badass making all these enemies, Matt, but in the end, that's probably going to be your undoing. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.